or whatever.
What's up, guys? Welcome to
You really
episode
did it?
148 of Fresh Off the Mats here at the Jiu-Jitsu Joes.
You actually didn't? You fucking dummy. Good job for checking.
How are you?
That would have really sucked to go 25 minutes and then nothing.
Yeah,
That would have
that's why it's good to check.
It is. I'm good.
What is new? What is new? Hold up. What is new?
You
What's
just told me
new?
to hold up.
No, what's new?
I have nothing new. Dude, I don't do anything except go to school.
How's school?
It's good.
Are you passing?
Yes.
Are you on the dean's list?
No.
Are you failing?
No, I'm passing. I'm just not on the dean's list. Dean's list is like all A's, ain't it?
Why are you not on the dean's list?
Brother, I'm in statistics.
Why are you not
I
on
have
the
a
dean's
B
list?
right now.
Try better.
I am. Dude. So you know what? She's like one of these math professors. Did you ever have one where, so like Matt gave me this advice. She was like, just try to plug in a formula. If the answer's there, then you should be good. I was like, yeah, but what she does is you can use different formulas and she'll put those answers in there as well. So you'll get the right answer because you use that certain formula, but it's the wrong answer for that question. You know what I mean? So you know how like each question you have to use a certain formula,
Yeah.
but you can use different formulas and you'll get a different answer.
So then it's not the right formula.
That's not the right formula for that question.
Yeah, that's like saying I need
But
to add for
I
this
know.
problem, but I subtract.
But what she'll do is she'll put the wrong answers from different formulas.
That's smart.
It
That's
is
a
because
good
I
way
like,
to
but
do
that's
it.
what I'm saying. So
That's like PEMDAS. You know what PEMDAS is? Yeah.
I feel like everyone does.
Some people don't. But you know how like there's an appropriate sequence to it? Like you got to
The
do the
order of
multiple,
what it
the
says,
order. Yeah. Do you know that they do that for tests too? They put the answer if you did it the correct way in the right order, and then they put it if you did it in the wrong way.
Yeah.
They give those answers.
So she'll do that, and that fucks me up because then my first test I thought I did well.
Yeah.
So I was like, holy shit! Like there were some questions I was like, fuck. Like I thought I got a C or like maybe a B.
Mhm.
I was like, oh, but I passed. I got a 69 on the test. I was like, what the fuck?
69, dude.
So nice. You're supposed to say nice, dumbass. God, you suck.
So before there was the nice,
No,
it was 69, dude.
where's that from?
It's from like an old movie in
The
the
Dumb and Dumber.
80s.
Oh,
I don't
never mind.
remember. I
I feel
actually
like
don't
that's a Dumb and
remember.
Dumber thing.
It was from the 80s. I just
Oh,
don't
not
remember.
Dumb and
what
Dumber.
movie.
But either way, so yeah, so that's what happened is I got the test back and then I'm looking at it and I was like, oh, so and she because I asked her and I was just using the wrong formula to get a different answer.
Yeah.
She was like, that's what I was trying to see if you would remember that exact formula. I was like,
Yeah.
oh fuck. So
Oops.
I took a test yesterday. I feel like I did really well. This one I feel really good about. Like I finished the reviews. I did well in the reviews. I taken a lot of notes. Like this one, I think I did well. If it comes back again where I didn't do a great job, then I'm like, well, fucking, I don't know what to do. Because this one, I feel like I did good, but
You're gonna be fine. It's
she drops the
It's
lowest
tough.
test grade as well.
Oh,
So, like,
I
be
love
good.
teachers
Yeah.
like that.
I should
Where
be
they're
good.
like, yeah, listen, I'm not gonna define you off one bad test.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a accumulation.
Where that
of
one,
all-
like, where something like, I had a teacher where it was, if you fail any test, you're fucked.
yeah.
It was
yeah.
like one test.
That's the other way where
Yeah.
they're like one test, even if there's 20 tests, one test.
And you could be screwed. It was my
You
physics.
lose.
That's how physics was. She was just like, because her whole thing was I grade based off of how you attempt to do this class. So she was like, we'll see it. It's like, if you fail a test and you just do horrible on it, it's like, well, you didn't study at all. She was like, so I'm not going to reward you for doing bad. She was the one that also said if you got like a 69.9, she wouldn't give you that 0.1.
Bro, you know what always runs through my head when you run through somebody like that? What is their life outside of that specific interaction you
perfect.
have with them? No, I think it's hell. No, I think when you're such a dick to the point where if it's 69.9, you won't give a 70 to a student and you're so harsh, I think you go home and you eat fucking dry oatmeal for fucking breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Your life is miserable. She probably got 6 cats, has no man plowing her cheeks every night. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you just live such a shitty life. That's why you have to take it out on students in that one interaction you have with them in their
Or
day.
she just has high standards.
No, I think you just have a miserable life. Like, I think you're sad, and I think you may not even notice that you're sad, but you go through your life with like this purpose of just being a cunt.
I'll say in her defense, even with there were.
You think that lady's happily frolicking in the beach on the weekends? No. I think she's probably reading a book in a fucking dark room and like sips tea.
That?
No, it's just a bitch thing to do. Bitches do that.
See, it's like a nice life.
Like she's the girlfriend in her girlfriend group that like she's out with girls' night. Don't talk to her. Like, you know what I mean? She's that fucking bitch.
Or
Where you go to talk to the hot friend.
Or they're the complete
No.
opposite. You know, like when people are like, they're not what you seem. Like they're one way.
No, because why would your aspect, like, she kicks puppies, she probably punches toddlers in the
She
face.
was cool.
She fucking like
Yo,
she
I
throws
passed
gasoline and
I
fire
passed her
on
class.
homeless people.
I
don't
passed
give a
her
damn.
class.
I don't give
Which
a damn.
means-
When you're a dick
no.
like that,
If I can pass
you
physics,
should fail him because he's talking shit about you right
I'm
now.
defending.
Retroactively
You're the
fail
one
him.
who's like,
No, I'm
you're
speaking
like
his true thoughts.
going nuts.
What's her
dude.
name? What's her name? I don't remember is not an answer. What's her name?
I don't remember.
You really don't remember
Why
her
would I
name?
remember her? My
She should
professor.
double fail your ass.
Why would I remember? Do you remember your college professors?
I mean, this was also a long
Yeah.
time ago in my
But-
defense.
No, I don't remember any of my professors' names.
I remember Mr. Portuguese. I remember
Why?
uh,
Why?
Mr. Grant because that's
Why?
when September. Well, I remember Mr. Grant because he was the teacher's class I was in when September 11th happened. So
That's
it sticks to
different.
me. Yeah, yeah. Mr. Portuguese, I was awesome. I don't even know if he's still alive. Probably dead.
Actually, no, I do
He was, like,
remember.
in his 60s.
I remember elementary school because I didn't like it.
Mr. Como was a Marine and he was very mean, but he was fun mean. He was kind of like who I mimic my personality to this day of like that fun, mean, yelling, but not real mad person.
You think that's fun?
Yeah. When I yell at you guys in class, I'm like, come on, what are you? But I'm not
You think
like
that's
real
fun?
mad. I'm not like seriously mad.
You
I'm
think that's
jokingly mad.
So you're having a blast when you're doing it.
Oh, 100%. When I yell at
So
you
now
guys,
I'm gonna remember this and be like, oh, he's just having fun in his head.
you think I'm mad when
No, I
yell
don't
at
think
you
you're
guys?
mad. I just don't understand why you do it.
Because it's fun.
Okay.
I like the look on new people's face when they're like,
You're just terrorizing them.
yeah, it gives me a thrill.
You're like, look at you suffer.
I like keeping people on their toes where they're like, is he mad? Is he not mad?
Well, how
Is
many
he
people
chill?
come up to us after and they think that we're actually fighting or
Yeah,
actually arguing?
yeah.
That's the
Like, are you
funniest
guys
thing.
not
When
friends
people are
anymore?
like, yeah, like the amount of people that are like, oh, like you and Joe good, like you guys are actually fun. I'm like, yeah, we're fine.
We're fine.
It's just like,
You don't like that?
we
You don't
literally-
like that feeling
No,
of people not knowing?
no.
I love that feeling.
I
To
hate
keep
it.
people on
I'm
their toes
very-
like that.
I'm very upfront. If I like you, I like you. If I don't like you, I'll make sure you know
That's
it.
why I also like that stale humor too, where it's like
Dry humor is good.
Yeah, dry humor. I like that, but I think that's where
that's like The Office.
Yes. But I think that's where I like the fact of like, you know how people in the office don't know if Michael's an idiot or if he's actually an idiot,
And they're shocked when
he's
he does
playing-
something really smart.
Yes.
They're like, what the fuck?
Yes, that's what I like
Yeah.
about
Okay,
being
so
mad.
I
Like,
can do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
yeah, I like that people are like, is he really mad or is he not mad? Is he about to stroke out? Is he serious right now? How's his blood pressure?
You know who's really good at that? Fabio. It was the other day. He was yelling. It was like when you, not yelling, but when he was having the whole conversation with everyone. And then he came to the back and I forgot who he saw. And he came back there. He was looking all serious. And then he saw someone and he smiled. And I was like, look at you, Fabio, trying to act all pissy. He was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I was like, you holding a facade, huh? Then he came out and then we had to do the whole workout stuff. So then when I started doing the sprawls, and he just came over and smiled because I was slamming onto the mat and he just smiled. I was just like, we're here to suffer, Fabio.
That's the worst is when you're trying to be mad in a moment and then a kid does something that like you can't
You're
help
just like,
it.
what
You're
the
just
hell?
like, fuck. I can't. I'm supposed to be mad right now.
It's like seeing those videos. I saw one and it was the kid, like they were yelling at the kid, and the kid goes, oh, fuck. And you see the dad just fucking beelining around the corner because you know his ass just went back there to chuckle, bro.
Yeah.
He was like dying from it. Because the kid, like, they were yelling, and the kid goes, oh, fuck.
I love videos of kids cursing, like little kids
Yeah.
cursing, like tiny kids. I like videos like that. I also like, I've seen this new trend where they tell them, they set up a camera and the son or the daughter tells the mom to shut the fuck up around the dad, but they don't tell the dad. And you see the dads get up from the chair like, what'd you just say to your mom?
Bro,
Those videos are
I
great.
saw one. The kid fell to the floor, and this dad, he jumped over the, like, they had like an island in their kitchen.
Yeah.
Like fucking vaulted. The kid was like, oh my God. And like, they were like, it's a prank. And he almost reached this kid in like 2 seconds, dude.
Yeah.
And they were far. Like, she was in the living room. It was like, what was it? Like the couch set up here. The kid was in this couch. The island's like way over here, and he
Yeah.
was cooking on the stove. He made it all the way to that couch within like 2 seconds. She barely got away, and they were like the mom had to grab him, like, it's a prank. We have the phone. It's a prank. And like the dad was like, I'm about to fuck you up. He was like, we're not playing that prank anymore, bro. I was like, holy shit.
I don't know what it is about that. Like, I don't know. I really don't like, I don't know. There's something like, if the boys say something disrespectful to Danielle, like there's something that just gets you so mad in that moment. The fuck did you just say to her?
My
like
cousin.
you just like
My cousin, when she did that,
yeah.
bro, I can't.
Something inside you just goes.
It like, you know when people say, oh, I see red? That is like, that was that feeling where it was just like boom, and I was like, what the fuck? Like it was just pure rage. It wasn't anything else. It was just anger.
What
bro.
is that though? Because like you could be in a real mad situation, like a real like but level headed.
Yeah.
But something about when a kid does it, you're just like, what is it that it's like the balls on this motherfucker?
I think that's what it is.
Like,
I think that's what, because like now it's like, and I think it's that aspect that we put ourselves in, like, it's like in any authority figure.
Yeah.
It's like when you've had people in the gym where they've tried to like correct you and then be like, oh yeah, like that feel, because like you are in this authority figure, and now it's this person who's under, because I've gotten it in the Marine Corps where I've had people who were under me and they thought they can just buck up, or there was one dude, he bucked up to one of my corporals. And so at the time I'm a sergeant. So he was one of my team leaders, and he bucked up to my corporal, like got in his face and then fucking shoved him with his chest. Bro, like I grabbed him and I'm saying heavy fucking foot sweep, and I was just boom, and I punched him into the chest when he got down, because I was like, motherfucker, you don't ever fucking do that to my core. And but then like when it left me, when I was like, I need to not do that, because that's just not a good way to react.
That's a great way to react.
It was like that instant moment. It was like, holy shit. But I think it's you're coming from an authority figure, and someone thinks that, because what I think is in your head,
step too far out of line.
But I think it's in like our brain, we're getting undermined now. It's like, oh, you think that I'm just a bitch. That's what it is. Like,
you think you could just one up.
You think you can just do this and like there is no consequence. So I think that's what it is in our brain, which it's like, you should probably work on that. But like, it's also that,
because I think there's
switch.
a time and a place where you shouldn't be able to do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that. Like, but I'm saying is like to be able to control that and be like, okay, like now we can handle this. But it's like to still be that proper leader. But then there are times where he learned. While I was there for that year, he never did that shit again.
Lizard brain takes over, I guess.
It is. That is. So I learned about the lizard brain, not recently. It was actually when I went to tech school. That's why like you get mad. Like if we set up this podcast and I sat in that seat instead, that little twitch in your brain where you'll be like, that's my fucking seat. I didn't know. That's like the reptilian part of your brain. I forget, the hippocampus, I think it is.
What that means.
It's just the oldest part of our brain.
Oh.
So it's like the most, it's primitive. It's primitive. It's the primitive part. It's why you get territorial still. And we still have that little itch of like, that's mine.
Yeah.
That's where that comes from. I
think it's about killing somebody.
I won't say that on video.
Huh?
I won't say that on video.
I'm just saying, have you ever thought about
I won't say that on video.
You've never thought about
say that on
killing
video.
somebody? Okay, well, I've watched enough Netflix.
Won't say that on video.
I thought about it.
That's a
you
get hit for premeditated immediately.
I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I'm just saying I've thought about it.
Yeah, that's premeditated.
Doesn't matter. Everybody thinks about it.
That's also not true.
That is true. You can't tell me that you've never seen somebody like
I can. I've never once thought about it.
I could kill you right here, and then nobody would know. I don't know. Somebody really pissed me off at Publix the other day.
Yeah, Joe, tell me more.
Bro, some people just do some shit and you're like, if I ended you, nobody would miss you.
Yes. It's like, I said it to Mac. I was like, man, when people say,
what would it take for you to kill somebody? What would be a triggering thing? Obviously, like if somebody fucked with like
Mac.
Yeah. Or your mom or some sure your sister, right?
Yeah.
Like that stuff, yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
That's like that one. If anyone touched my dogs, if it's something close to me,
yeah.
That's what it'll take. If it's something close to me, that's that, or military orders. So that part was very simple for me.
I couldn't do.
That part was simple for me. I was like, you're said to be an enemy of our country.
That I couldn't do.
We're just on the opposite side. Shit sucks.
No, that I couldn't do. I saw the video of one of the, I guess, drones caught footage at the Ukraine war, and this guy stabbed another soldier. And
Oh, the Russian and the Ukrainian that fought.
And the
Did you see
guy's
the whole
like,
fight?
just leave me,
Yeah.
just leave. You already got.
Did you
I'm
watch the whole
dying."
fight?
Like, no, I didn't watch. I just saw the part
it's,
where he's saying like, "You
Yeah.
killed me. Like I'm
He's
gonna
like, "You
die.
got
Just let
me."
me
He's like,
die.
"Let me die
peaceful."
alone.
Yeah,
I think that was a 10-minute long fight. That showed like what hand-to-hand combat is
Yeah,
and what war. I would say that is one of the best videos.
you could do that. You think you could do that? I can't do that.
In that situation, you don't know. I can't say yes or no unless I'm in that situation. I don't think anyone truly can say yes or no on how they'll react in any of these
I
situations.
could do
until they
that
do
for
it.
the right reason. I could do that, like you said, protecting like somebody.
But you have to think.
I couldn't do that just because my country
in that
said to
right
go do
reason.
that.
He was there already.
Yeah.
So you have to think in that situation. You're there.
Yeah.
He just shot at you. Now he's coming out to try to stab you. He's still shooting. You're still shooting. You both ran out of ammo, but he's still coming at you. That's the situation.
Yeah.
So it's no longer of like, is this right or wrong? That's why if you go see all the interviews of military guys, none of them say, oh, is this right or wrong? Oh, this is for my country. It's not for their country. They're like, I'm doing it because my guy to the left and right of me need it.
Yeah.
He's like, because if I don't do my job, someone can kill him or someone can kill him.
Yeah.
He's like, not only that, they can kill me. It's no longer about country. No one cares about the government. No one cares about any of that. It stops. You're there. Your job is to keep alive and keep your boys alive. That's what it.
But how do you think this war evolves, like, bro? Because we're already seeing it now with drones and shit like that. Like, at some point, I think war is going to become like the United States deploys 1,000 robots to fight Russia's 1,000 robots, and it's like, but then does it even mean anything at that point?
I don't think that would ever happen.
You think it's always going to be
they're
people?
always going to have people on the ground. Always.
But at some point, you're going to say, why would I send 1,000
you need
humans to
someone
go
to
fight
occupy.
their humans when I could send 500 drones with
Because we
explosives
already
and
have
blow them up?
technology to stop drones.
Yeah,
You can't stop people from consistently pushing.
I don't
Like
know.
that's
man.
that's the thing. Like
I think it's going to boil down to video games at one point where they're just like,
we've had it for 20 years and war hasn't stopped with people.
no, I understand now, but I think at some point, because they're already talking about like, we're going to make robot soldiers.
Yeah.
Okay, but they're going to make robot
They've
soldiers.
been thinking about that for like 30
But
years.
then what does that solve if your 1,000 robot soldiers fight another 1,000 robot soldiers?
Nothing. That's what I'm saying. They always have
So
to
then can't they just play thumb war and whoever wins the dispute?
That's why there's always going to be people on the ground because it has to be someone has to take over. So there has to be bodies there. Because if I just sent 500 drones out,
Yeah, but if they send 1,000 robots to the United States, I'm just going to give up. I'm going to be like, yep, I'm not fighting a fucking robot. That thing's going to kill me.
we won't. I won't.
I'll be like, I submit. Take me, rape me,
Kill me.
use me,
Kill me first.
and abuse me.
Kill me first.
No.
That was not happening.
No, I don't want to die. You
I
do it.
know.
I'll
you
be
don't.
a slave first.
I know you
I will
don't. I know.
100%.
You'd be like, you want me to bust rocks, Chief?
Yeah.
Got it. Yes. Busting these rocks. You,
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Be like, you need me to speak Russian? Got it.
Got it.
Whatever you say. Whatever you guys say. I don't know.
I
fucking
love
words.
Putin. I love Putin. Putin's the
God
greatest.
damn, Joe.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Jesus. No, dude. I don't think.
I'm not a soldier, bro. I will be a slave first. You could take me into slavery. Just
But,
don't kill me.
But that's also the thing. That's the reality that we do live in. And I don't fault you like at all. Like I don't get when people are like, oh, everyone needs to do that.
no.
1% of the nation signs up for the military, and then 1% of that 1% sign up in a combat role.
Yeah, I'm
It's
a
like,
bitch.
Bro,
I'm a bitch.
but what I'm saying is not many people actually do it. So it's abnormal to go do that.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's very abnormal to be put in that situation. And it's like when people try to fault others for doing it, I don't get that mentality because I'm like, bro, it's not normal to want to go for that it's different.
Obviously, it's not normal. They all come back with problem. A majority, sorry, not all, but a majority come back with problems because humans are not designed
I was about to say,
do that.
you're not meant to kill.
But
Well,
that's
so
what
we say that. So you know what? I don't understand that. I've heard that. Obviously, we hear that growing up all the time. If we're not meant to kill each other, then why does it always happen?
So because humans were developed to fight in combat on a lower scale, like in caveman times, where a cave person would go to another cave person, like you know what I mean? They would try to enter your house, and you would war and kill them. It was not meant to be on this grandiose scale where
with like
a million of us
arrows,
and explosions
all
and
this
bombs
death
and
all
blowing
that, yeah.
up and like you know what I mean?
That
It's scaled
consistent,
up
that constant
so much
exposure,
more.
that constant exposure to it
The
all.
tribes would be like 10 people fighting 10 people.
Yeah.
At
Yeah, even
most.
if you look
that's
up,
a war.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you look up wars, like when I started reading more about history, like just war history, bro, like seeing like There was a massive battle. It was between not two knights. It was what was it? The French and the English, I believe, and they fought with like 60 people.
Yeah.
It was 60 knights.
Yeah.
None of them died.
Yeah.
It was captures on both sides, and then they traded.
Yeah.
That was it. And that's how a lot of battles happened because they were like, we don't want to lose our farmers.
Yeah.
Like when they had those massive scale wars, they're like, bro, that means even if we win, I lose all these people, and now we go hungry. That's also less taxes.
You weren't meant to go outside into the battlefield and see 1,000 dead bodies.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
so I can see,
it's so
I can see
up.
like why that messes people up. Like I will say, like seeing death and all that.
It's
that
so
was,
extreme.
Yeah,
it's way too far to the other side.
Yeah,
you were meant to like go on there and be like, oh, there's 3 dead bodies out on that field. Like you know what I mean? Like it happens, a few, but you're not supposed to like stepping over millions of them and shit
like the first time those big battles, like. Bro, when I like read of like the Civil War, bro, the amount of death, like, dude, that's so. Like, what is it? It's more than what World War II happened, or World War II was the one that was.
There's
higher?
always I don't remember.
I forget who had more deaths. It was either World War II or the Civil War. Who had more deaths? I want to say the World War II because of like. All the Russians, I think, what was it, like 10 million Russians or something like that, or 30 million?
Yeah, it was a lot.
It was because like he was killing their people while
people always say they're like, oh, everybody shits on Hitler, but Stalin killed way
Stalin
more.
Killed more people. He killed more of his own people.
I just think one day we're gonna look back and be like, this is so silly. Like we just do robot wars now, and whoever has the more robots afterwards is the winner.
Globally, so globally it was more, but the American Civil War was the most for Americans. Yeah, bro.
Well, think about it. The Civil War was just us. So whether they died on one side or the other, it had to be more for us.
Estimated 750,000 people.
Yeah.
Bro, but think about the Civil War. How many people were actually fucking living in the country at that time?
Yeah, dude? But no matter what, it's a war within the civil. So they're going to be the most deaths are going to be in that one, not in world wars.
600,000 is also like another estimated.
Yeah.
Over 600.
You're not even taking into consideration undocumented.
Well, I was meaning by Americans. I'm not looking at. Yes, I know the global scale. Obviously, we're involving much more countries. I was meaning by Americans who died more.
But if the Civil War is only an American issue, only Americans are going to die on both sides.
A lot of Americans died during World War II. I was wondering, like, how many people died in World War II?
Yeah.
How many Americans died
I don't know. I think we're going to get to this weird point. I think it's going to happen. The United States is going to deploy 100 robots to fight 100 Russian robots, and it's just going to be that way. People aren't going to lose lives in war anymore.
Oh, no, yeah. Even here. A million people died, which is still fucking close.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Only 300,000 difference.
That's a lot.
That was a bigger war. But the fact that the Civil War is that close to it, 1 million deaths in World War II for American lives.
That's crazy.
But 720 for the Civil War?
Yeah.
Bro, that's only a 300 death count difference. I mean, 300,000 people is a lot, but like, their guns were different. They had machine guns and grenades and shit. I mean, they had cannons and fucking single shot rifles.
Yeah, but also like, bro, I think that also takes into account like if the guy gets sick.
Yeah, but they also
like, you know what I mean? Like,
no, it does.
Or the guy nicks his leg and gets gangrene and dies. Yeah.
Think about the amount of people that died in the fuck.
But I'm saying in World War II, if you nicked yourself, you weren't dead. Like they would patch you up.
Japan, that was the reason why we had to learn because Japan's forest was all their creatures.
Yeah,
we weren't ready for that. So a lot of deaths happened because of their animals too.
Oh, God.
Getting bit by snakes, spiders, things that we weren't exposed to, and then we also came back with diseases.
I think we develop a war team. Each country develops a war team of like 5 guys, right? The United States gets 5 guys, Russia gets 5 guys, and they become very proficient in the latest Call of Duty. And when war breaks out between Russia and the United States, they deploy 5 guys to face these 5 guys, and whoever wins is the winner.
No,
why? Why not? What difference does it make if it's a robot on a battlefield fighting or if they're playing a video game and fighting? It's the same shit.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
The robot has no life.
You get to feel the loss of your people.
The loss of a robot? Who's going to care?
Because you keep thinking these robots. That's not going to happen, Joe.
That's going to happen. It's going to be like Terminator. It's going to be like 1,000 robots versus 1,000 robots.
Because you need people.
No, the people are going to be smart. I think people are smarter than we give them credit for. They're going to be like, why am I going to go get killed? They're going to send this robot.
Thousands of years of people fighting wars.
I think it's going to...
We're never going to get away from people fighting.
No, we're going to come to world peace.
Okay, that will never happen. Bro, we can't get people in the same state to agree on things.
Yes, we can. We can do it. Vote for Joe. 2028 is the next one. 2028. America's gonna be great. It's gonna be real peaceful, phenomenal.
I want to know how all you people feel about this whole fucking. You heard about the Epstein list not being released?
What do you mean not being released?
You won't release it, and then
wait, they have the list?
Yeah, and they won't release it.
What do you mean they won't release it?
They won't release it. Trump tried to put out saying it's a waste of everyone's time. Why do we still ask about it? Why do we still want to do it?
Nothing says you're more guilty
right? And then
this be on everyone's mind for the last 3 years and be like, this is a complete waste of time.
And then get this.
Who cares who's on the list?
Get this.
Who cares who's number one on the list?
The someone on the Democrat side was like, okay, we're going to put this to a vote. And they put out a vote. The Republicans voted against it. And they won by one vote.
Voted against
to not release it.
Okay, but how can you just not release the list?
Because they can't. They don't want to. They made it. They voted it.
What is the downside to releasing the list?
Exactly. That's what everyone's saying. It's like, if it's no big deal, then why don't you just release it?
Listen, I don't want to talk about things from a few years ago. I know it's the hot button topic. Nobody cares about Epstein.
You didn't hear about this?
No. Was this recently?
This is the past 2-3 days.
No shit.
He released a tweet like 3 days ago.
Trump released a tweet saying he doesn't want to talk about it?
Hold up, bro.
Bro, nothing
really
says
don't know
you're
about
more.
this?
No.
Oh, Jesus, dude.
Bro, I stay out of the news, bro.
Trump tweet not releasing list. Hold up.
I can't believe he doesn't want
I can't believe
I thought he was on the forefront to release the list. Didn't he want to?
That was his whole fucking thing.
He's like, I may or may not be on the list.
God damn it. Where's the tweet?
He deleted it already.
The fucking internet doesn't.
I can't believe he doesn't want to release the list. I thought he was the one who wanted the list. You're going to see Crooked Hillary on the list.
And now he's saying, forget that. Now he's saying Obama, the Clintons, and Biden, all with fake news, made up the list and made up what's actually the reasoning behind the list. And they're behind this whole entire thing on why the whole nation wants to see it. And this whole thing is
I
just
thought
being
he was on the forefront.
He was. That's the thing. And now he's trying to gaslight people into making it seem like they're the crazy ones.
So what do you think it is? You think he realized, oh shit, I'm more on this list than I wanted to be? Or did he really think he wasn't on the list?
So I think he's on the list because there's photos of them.
That's AI. I never met Mr. Epstein.
Well, he did try to say that. And then
that
people
is
were like,
AI.
He's like, what's with all the photos? And they were like, well, I knew the guy, but that doesn't mean we were friends. I think he has like visited. But again, it's like,
yeah, but I could see famous people like that taking photos with so many people in their lifetime that like they don't
but
realize.
That's also why people are saying, then release the list.
Yeah.
If you're not incriminated.
What list? There's not a list. The list is fake news.
So he's not denying the list. He's admitting the list is real. But he's not releasing it, saying that there's no point to release it. But now he just did another tweet yesterday because the interviewer keep asking him, and he was like, fine. He's like, the DOJ, she's gone over it, and whatever she feels that is worthwhile to actually put out there, we'll put it out there. People are like, why don't we just release the whole thing? He goes, they're going to go ahead and pick what they think is actually worthwhile to put out there.
They're going to release the list, and at the top, number one is going to be a Sharpie through a name that starts with a D.
That means you haven't seen the fact that it's been released that the video was altered of Epstein's of Epstein in prison. It's been confirmed that video was altered.
That he killed himself.
So you know the video. So you know the whole thing behind the video that there's a big time skip about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes.
I don't know the video.
So there's a video of him in his cell. No, there's a video of Epstein in his cell.
Okay.
And then as it's going at 11:58, the fucking camera cuts, and then it jumps to 12 a.m.
Okay.
He's dead.
Okay.
So everyone's saying, what happened to that 2 minutes? Okay. Where'd it go? Okay. And so they try to say, no, it was just an update in the system. So there must have been a time skip, and that's what happened. That's the only reason why we don't have it. Came back doing like they're able to check like the data on the video, and it's an edited video with Adobe that you're mixing two videos together.
What?
So the video was proven to be cut. So now it's showing that the DOJ, with them saying that it was a whole video, is actually a lie, and then it was actually proven to be a cut video. So now it's edited. Now he's also coming out saying that he doesn't want to release the list. So now it's a whole thing. All the Republicans voted against it. So just saying, when I say that these people don't give a fuck about you or what you want, here we go.
Keep fighting each other over silly colors like red and blue. You fight each other over the color red and blue. Meanwhile, neither one gives a fuck about you. Team Pink Panther.